started with old Mr. Blue Eyes because he sings a very good year. It was a very, very good year for Addition Farm.
This year, being with Mom on what she called her bucket list year was absolutely awesome. I mean, honestly, I was a little worried at the beginning of the year when she said, this year I want to go to the Kentucky Derby. You know, I want to go, and I was thinking, she doesn't have a horse in it. Why does she, you know, is there something she's not telling us? Is she okay? Is she healthy? But now she wanted to go. And then it just sort of snowballed from there. I mean, we did the Kentucky Derby, and then suddenly we heard that she had part of a horse that was going to be at Royal Ascot. And I never thought I'd get to go to Ascot wearing a top hat and tails. And I mean, it was, for me, it was a bucket list year too.
It was really special because we got to spend so much time with her. And it was also really fun because also in London we would go tour around, and she knew so much about like history and all the landmarks. And she's very knowledgeable, and she's also really nice.
I think '83 is my best year so far. And I decided to do this year and include my family on all sorts of trips, go wherever the horses led us. So we went to the Derby because I had a friend who had a horse in the Derby. And we went to Ascot because I had a little bit of a filly that was running at Ascot. And then we went to Paris because why not? And it's Vivi, my daughter's wish for her 50th. And so we went to Paris and we went to Belmont. And we saw the Triple Crown, which was not planned. It was just a gift that we were all there to see it.
And here it is! The 37-year wait is over! American Pharoah is finally the one!
I'm really glad that she got to see it and she got to experience it, and I'm also very happy that I got to experience it with her, because if it wasn't for her, really, we wouldn't, there would be none of this farm or going there or anything about all the horses, but it was her who started the farm and was really into horses, so I'm really, really happy that I could share the experience with her.
I have today in our midst a lady who owns a Breeders' Cup starter, and she's probably going to be one of the favorites. La Verdad. Sheila, please.
It is La Verdad in front by 4 at the 16th pole.
So sing the praises of La Verdad.
I've had her about 2 years now, and she has made a dream come true, and she's a New York bred.
Yes!
Yes! Yes! My mentor, Vivian Malloy, came into the picture. I think that Vivian's so gracious and so confident and so, I'm just so taken by her. And she's brought a lot into my life.
I always felt like I was, the horse nut around here. And it's so great to have ladies in this game. I just want to say that as a general rule, I breed my horses and then I sell the colts. I keep the fillies because you always want to enhance the breeding, so you keep the production. The production line is the mare. That's the factory. And so you try to make your fillies do the best they can before they come back to your broodmare band. The boys you sell. And you have no control over who they go to or what they're named. Now we're going to start with the races, because I think that will show you what the babies are going to become. The first horse is called Rocking Cozy. She's gray. She's number 3.
Rockin' Cozy. In between horses, Vera's Militude at the rail and barrier to entry.
Come on, Cozy. Come on. Woo! Now the next horse is called John's Island. I bred John's Island.
Late move here from John's Island, who continues to gain.
Come on, John! Come on!
Leilani's ticket. John's Island on the outside. Here comes John's Island. John's Island got it.
We started the year off beautifully with a win. January 1st, I went down, it was freezing cold, snow all over the place, and Awesome Loot was running. Now, Awesome Loot, I love this horse. He gives you a scare. He comes out of the gate like gangbusters and you think he's going to keep going. He gets out there and he goes, wait a minute, they're going too fast. Let me just catch my breath. And he starts going back. You'll see this whole thing happen. And then, thank God, the jockey has confidence and says, come on, it's a horse race, and he comes back. But you'll see.
Sounds of Saratoga now in front. American Mink in second. Awesome Loot trying to get back in it in third.
Come on, you! Come on, you!
It's Sounds of Saratoga in front. Awesome Loot up on the outside. Photo finish.
Cement Job's been trying to get by. They're way out in the center of the track together. I got the disc on me.
Come on, Cement it!
But it's going to be Runaway Posse.
And a runaway victory!
Awesome News and John Velasquez lead it all the way.
Yes, yes. Congratulations.
And ranging up between them is Rumble Dog now. Wild About Harry is closing too.
Come on, Harry!
Wild About Harry. Come on. Wild About Harry takes the lead. BB late on the scene with a blitz on the far outside. Wild About Harry won it. Returning to the winner's circle is Wild About Harry, owned by Edition Farm, trained by Tom Bush, and ridden by Javier Castellano. The winner was bred in New York by the owner.
We count our year at the farm from open house day to open house day. That's our year. So in this past year, 23 horses have won 30 races. Some of them won 2 or 3 times, that were born at the farm. Not that people own and bring to us and nothing like that. These were born at the farm. They started their life here. The first is a colt. He's by Arch. Arch is a global stallion. This is a nice colt. The mare is the bane of my existence because his mother was running in a race against one of my horses, and everybody said, you're going to win the stake, you're going to win the Lake Lucerne, Vivian, Vivian. And his mother came and nipped us at the bud. And Chestoria is the mother. She's the boss of the field. I think this horse is going to be bossy too.
This family began by one of my first acquisitions in Europe, buying a mare in Tattersall, which is about 2 hours north of London, and it's in December, and it doesn't get colder than that. And I bought her grand dam, Quiet Rumor. Quiet Rumor was bought there, and so Quiet Rumor is the dam of this, and also BB Lake.
The grandsire of this little baby won the Arc de Triomphe twice. This is a colt, and he's by Dublin. Dublin is a sire that stands in New York. He's a beautiful colt, very well proportioned, very muscular. It looks very strong. It won the Hopeful, which is a big 2-year-old race. So this horse, they think, will be probably precocious, meaning 2-year-old winner. And he's a lovely, lovely size, broad chest, and very nice.
This is a Candy Rug colt, and the dam is Intentional Fever, and I think I was lucky to get her. The dam was bred by Ned Evans, and Ned Evans was If you don't know much about the breeding industry, he was one of the few people remaining that bred to race, and he was probably the most successful, one of the top breeders in the States, in the United States. She's a multiple stakes winner. This cross of Candy Ride on top of the Stormcat line, I think, has produced 9 stakes winners, 8 are graded.
The next is a filly. It's the first foal that was born at the farm. This is a half-sister to Wake Up Kiss, my best mare. That's the mother. And she was named It's in His Kiss, which is a line from of a song. So here comes a Frost Giant filly. She was foaled in February. And so, of course, It's in His Kiss, Frost Giant. I named her Frosty Kiss, and she's not going to be sold. She's really, really lovely, beautiful size, very elegant, but strong.
Jesse's Justice is an interesting horse because I actually purchased her mare in England, and Jesse's the half-sister to Willard Straight, who was a pretty successful racehorse.
Let me just say something. Larry names all his horses after either buildings or professors at Cornell. He's a Cornell graduate.
We enjoyed Cornell. 9 stakes winners on this cross, so we're optimistic here.
He's by a local New York stallion called Cosmonaut, and they all are gray. He's going to be gray. He's very strong, very correct. I just got lucky, and hopefully he'll be what we call a 40%er, unless they changed it to 30. But last time I looked, a breeder gets 40% of the purse if it's a New York stallion, and only 10% or 15% if it's that out-of-state stallion. This is my money in the pocket here. This is called Vivian's Folly. I just took a chance and bred my mare, who's the dam of Runaway Posse, by the way, to this new stallion. The man called me. People told me that the stallion was gorgeous to look at. I didn't even go up to look at him. I said, I'll do it. His sire is called Simard. He's by Dixieland Dam, the sire is. And so I named him SIM Card. So that's SIM Card. That's Runaway Posse. So he's half to a stakes horse now. He's telling you that.
Uncle Mo is he's the young sire, stands at Ashford, which is part of Coolmore, and extremely well received. Sarah's Pleasure is a half-sister to J. Ray, and J. Ray was a racehorse of mine and a mare of mine. J. Ray won $985,000.
And state.
Oh, multiple stakes winner, grade 2, grade 3s.
The next is a new client for us. The mare is called Sunset Rise. It's by Mizzenmast. It's a colt by Mizzenmast. And I'd like you to see the difference between this colt and a colt of mine, also by Mizzenmast, just so you can see that the influence of the mare is so important on the baby, because a stallion can have 100, 120 babies. They're all going to look differently because the mare brings so much to the equation. It's a lovely foal, and Mizzenmast stands at Judmore Farm in Kentucky, owned by one of the Arabian sheiks, and very exciting farm to go to see. And so he had a good start in life. I named a horse my sister Minky, and then I sold her, which was a mistake. You don't sell your sister. And then I tried to buy her back later on in life when she was renamed Then She Laughs, which is her real name now. And she has my sister Minky the mare, that my sister Minky, the sister, rejected as a...
That's Vivian's version.
But anyway, this is a distorted humor mare. They don't get more powerful than this. She's been the dam of 2 stakes horses. She's a wonderful, she's strong, she's powerful, and this is her new baby. He's gorgeous. Thank you. He's by Kitten's Joy, one of the top stallions in the world, and I will sell him, and I can't name him, so remember this chestnut colt, because she's done herself proud. Even gave him a nice head. Isn't he gorgeous? Congratulations.
Better looking than the mother.
This is what, say it in the microphone.
I said the children are better looking than the mother. No, because the first time we came up here to see my sister Minky, and then we thought, the next thing we heard is Vivi's going to sell her. And I said, well, you can't sell her. You named her. He said, yeah, I'm selling her. So that was the beginning of the story. And then she asked me if I wanted in on the sale after, I
It was decided. Yeah.
After it was decided. So I said, no, too late for me. I'm not going to start horse racing at this point in my life, which was a very smart decision.
The last one is the last horse born at the farm. He's a little crooked in front. He started to grow so fast and so burly, and all his legs went the wrong way. So he had to have surgery on his legs, and so he was in the clinic, and we didn't breed the mare back this year. This is Vivi's book. She's Stakes Place. Where's Vivi? Vivi! Come on. Come on. This is your grandchild. Okay, so I named, Vivi's book is the daughter of Viva Ling. Viva Ling was named after Vivi, and Vivi's book was a stakes placed horse. She's full of fire, and this is her baby that I said grew too fast. But I think it's going to be nice. I hope I can sell him. He is by Mizzenmast, so that's the difference between the two different mares. He looked like he was going to the gym every day and building up, because he was getting like this instead of taller.
I am so very proud to be part of, in name only, the bloodlines of Edition Farm, but more so the bloodlines of Vivian Malloy.
This is Runaway Zia. She's by Runaway Groom by Blushing Groom, one of the great families ever. And so she has beautiful bloodlines. Her babies have all won. Her steeplechase horse, called Run to Class, won over 2.5 miles, jumping 18 fences, carrying 158 pounds. And we were there. We went to Middleburg, Virginia, and saw it. It was beautiful. So this mare does her job. She's had wonderful babies, and now she's a stakes producer. This is Morning Gallop. She's the dam of John's Island that walked wide. And she's now a stakes producing mare. We're so thrilled for her. She deserves it. Her father was Victory Gallop. Victory Gallop ruined Real Quiet's quest for the Triple Crown. This is Awful Quiet.
Wow, he looks great.
How about that?
He looks terrific.
I just have to say, first of all, how proud and happy I am to be able for Vivian to give me her horses, and then to be able to do something with them. And we're both thrilled.
Yes, we're both thrilled.
Now, this fella, well, both of these horses have actually been out fox hunting. Not today. No, we didn't go today. This is Viv's Tierra. Now, she won at Saratoga.
Yeah.
Both of these horses are fabulous. So thank you, Vivian. I'm so happy to be able to do this. I'm happy to bring them.
Thank you for bringing them. They look fantastic. They have a wonderful life after racing. That's the point. All kinds of wonderful lives. Fox hunting, steeplechasing, trail riding. I've given them all chances, and they take it and run.
When thoroughbreds are done racing, a lot of them get lost in the shuffle. But what's great about all the Edition Farm horses is my grandmother keeps track of them, finds them new homes, either steeplechasing or trail riding. The barn that I manage now, Phoenix Horse Farm, we take some of them and we repurpose them for hunter jumpers. And they have a better life and a second life that isn't kind of lost in a field somewhere. So, you know, my grandmother can keep an eye on her family, as she likes to call it.
I met Vivian Malloy through Frankie and Daphne Wooten in Camden, South Carolina, which is where I go for the winter time. She's so enthusiastic. I mean, she's got to be one of the most enthusiastic people in racing. She gets very, very excited.
I haven't been as close to horses as some of the others in my family. I followed my dad's path and was more of a golfer than a horse rider. But that said, being close to Mia over the years, you're of course involved with horses. And so Mia will send me videos of horses, she'll send me photos of horses. She even named a horse after me, my namesake Connor, which I keep in close touch with. Mia sends me periodic updates probably once every couple months with the latest and greatest on what's going on with Connor. And it's just wonderful to be involved with Mia's horse life because it means so much to her. And being able to come up here and see the farm and see the sorts of things that she puts her heart and soul into each and every day it's really a true inspiration because she's such an impressive woman.
All our family, all our children have been involved with horses forever. There was never not a pony in the backyard. And so it was only natural that after they got married and had children, I would bring them to the farm. And the horses made it happen. I had nothing to do with it. They just loved them. And they loved going to the races. And my family in Chicago, when I go visit, they go, "Can we go to Arlington?" They don't say, "Let's go to see the Cubbies." Not to me anyway. But they love it. They love the thrill of the races. They love everything about the racetrack. And they feel comfortable there. They're comfortable in the backstretch. And I'm very, very proud of how that's been passed on.
She is so excited, and her excitement is electric and contagious. And so there is such a wonderful bond that happens when we go to any race. But to have shared the Kentucky Derby experience this year, to have gone to see the Triple Crown winner at his first and then his third leg of the Triple Crown, and have the kids there. It was great.
It was just one of those years. Everything worked out so beautifully. Everybody was in good health. The horses stayed sound, and we had a wonderful time. And it all starts at the farm.